What's up, YouTube? Play Matter here, and today I'm bringing you my take on the Set 7 Steelsong deck list. I really wanted to share my thoughts on what the deck will probably look like, certainly the deck I'm going to be starting to play first as we go into the Set 7 meta. So for 1-drops we've got the 4 Cinderella, 2 Daisy and 4 Robin. I've seen this line be very successful looking at deck profiles from first place lists at set championships this format. I think this will continue to be the sort of the 10-1 drops that this deck in this style of Steelsong should play. I think Robin stays. We could switch to Queen for fear of the new blue item that reduces our attack by 2 and makes Sisu plays more dangerous. You know, it will feel bad when they take out a shifted Robin with a 3-drop Sisu. However, against the other matchups, I think Robin Hood is just so strong, especially against any steel mirror match. They're not easy to get rid of at all. For the 2-drops, we have the Troubadour. I like the Troubadour over Ursula with the resist, especially for the Diggy matchup. I think Diggy and DKP's Red-Blue are going to be the two sort of most popular decks to start the next format off while people gather their cards together. If they value T-Po turn 2, then this is a nice answer too. Only takes 1 damage from Super Goofy as well, meaning it's quite easy to sing a retaliation song to get rid of the Goofy, even if he does get the 2 lore. I only take the 1 damage. It's not too bad. I know Ursula can crash and take 3 damage from like a Smee, for example, and that's setting up a Rapunzel play, but so can Daisy Duck, and I think the resist is going to be more valuable. 4 copies of Mr. Smee for those times that we are going for a more aggro game plan. For Ariel, of course, I'm playing 18 songs. We have 2 Gaston Singer, 5. I have seen a few of him used throughout this format, and I really like the idea that it's just harder to brawl, it's harder to kill for Red-Blue, and we want to be able to keep our Singer 5 on board so that we can wheel without having to hardcast it. I haven't fully decided whether I'm going to go down the line of like 4 Gaston, 2 Lawrence, or no Lawrence, or 4 Lawrence and no Gaston. I'm not 100% certain which way this will go. I need to test this some more and decide how valuable that 3 attack is versus the 4 attack from Lawrence and how frequently that's more important. As well as the being able to kill a Smee and get 3 from a Rapunzel, and then all of a sudden it's a 4/4 again. So haven't decided which of these 2 I like better. I do play Pluto as well, so it is possible that Pluto comes out for more Lawrence and we play more Gaston and more Lawrence as a result there. 4 copies of Pete. I think with DKP's list running less than 30 characters and just loads of actions, loads of songs, Pete in the right time is just going to give us those games that we shouldn't really have won. So we keep 4 Pete. Pete Wheel is still pretty much the best play in the deck. 4 copies of Rapunzel, of course. I'm playing 4 Pluto. Again, talked about they might come out for the more Lawrence or more Gaston. But at the moment, I like having an extra 4-drop. I think we have a lot of 3-drops, as well as shifting on 3 as well with the Robin Hood. So I think if anything is going to go down, it'll be one of these 2. I think Pluto is a really solid 4-drop. Every time Rapunzel isn't usable, I'd much rather have a Pluto out, even if sometimes that means inking a Rapunzel if, say, we've got a whole new world set up for the following turn, or even just going ink Rapunzel, play Pluto, and sing Whole New World with a 3-cost singer is a nice way to set up. You've got 1 turn to deal with Pluto, or I'm going to go very, very wide, and hopefully at a point in the game where you can't do much about it. 4 big Robins, of course. So we have the new song, 2 copies, So Much to Give. Draw a card, chosen character gains bodyguard until the start of your next turn. Another reason Pluto may come out. So one of the players with So Much to Give that I like the look of is that I can make Lawrence have bodyguard, and then I've got a 4/4 bodyguard, just helping my other characters survive that extra turn, and making things like Super Goofy have less value because Super Goof would die into a Lawrence, and then my Lawrence would potentially be a Rapunzel target for turn 4 as well. The other interaction with this card from this set is actually chosen character gains bodyguard. So is that I'm choosing a character. It gives me another way to kill illusion cards. So I can just draw a card and pop any illusion with a 2-cost song. So even Smee can sing this. It's going to really catch people off guard, I think, who are trying to put those illusion characters in, because they're quite greedy characters. They are characters that are quite overstated, need a nice cheap answer to make my opponent really feel that their illusion character has had little to no value because it didn't get to quest or attack. If illusions don't become particularly meta or played, this could also become 2 copies of bare necessities, but at the moment I'm going to be playing this. 4 copies of Storm, 4 copies of Strength, 4 copies of Zeus, 4 copies of Whole New World. And that's the 60 cards. It's quite straightforward. So I suppose the other thing to consider this format is that there might be some blue-green decks out there making you pick up your Inkwell and play with 4 ink by the time you've inked again for your turn. So I am limiting the amount of cards like big Cindy's, big aerial shift and things like that. In a format where people are playing Let It Go and may continue to play Let It Go next format, I think that investing heavily in bigger, stronger characters might more often than not pay off. So I think that the fact that over half of the deck is playable with 4 ink does make the deck play into that blue-green matchup much better, I feel. If I use a Whole New World against a blue-green deck, I feel like I can capitalize on having tons of cards in my hand a lot better than some decks can, like red-blue, with those higher cost characters that are going to struggle if they only have 4 ink to play around, 4 or 5 ink to play around with, depending on maybe if Fishbone comes back into the format to counter the sort of blue-green ink starvation strategy. Okay, so this is my set 7 Steelsong list. Certainly the list I'll probably be playing into the first week of the new format. It's nice that I haven't got to rush and pick up like 8 new legendaries to play this deck. I'm really interested to see how the format shapes up with the new decks that will be appearing as a result of set 7 coming out. There's been more Jafars, perhaps Jafar will pick up. There's lots of new tools for the sort of toolboxy purple steel decks. There's green-blue, there's the whole red damage counter queen strategy thing. Having a little resist singer in there might be helpful in that early game. I'm looking forward to seeing how that all shapes up. Well, thank you for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe. Till next time, guys, Play Matter, signing out.